Welcome back to the channel, here for another lovely Craft Wednesday. I wish that rhymed better, but it doesn't, so you know, what you gonna do. But if you cannot tell by the thumbnail, and if you haven't already guessed it, we are going to be making some very simple and easy little scrunchies out of leftover fabric, you know, or you could use like a t-shirt or anything. It just gives you an idea of how you can repurpose fabric if you have some just laying around the house. But before we get into that, if you are new to the channel and this is your first ever video, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me so you can be here for all of our random content. If you're my current subscribers, this is going to be a quick and simple video. I'm pretty sure you have seen this done 1,000 times, but for the vlog that happened this weekend, I didn't get a chance to go pick up what I actually wanted to do for the first like October craft video, which is, I got parts of it. And then some of it's still at the store, so I'm going to get that this weekend. Hopefully I can do that next week. But this is what we are doing today. Hopefully y'all enjoy this, and I will go ahead and cut to the video. Okay everyone, so we're here for our lovely Wednesday craft video, and we are going to be doing something simple and easy to start off this Halloween craft. We're going to be taking the fabric, the purple witch fabric from our last craft, and going to be making a hair scrunchie. So you will also need, along with the fabric, or you can use any kind of fabric really, but you also need the same elastic that we used in our last craft, or if you already have some, you know, just go ahead and use that. You're also going to need a ruler to draw out your pattern, which is going to be a simple rectangle. You will need some scissors. You're also going to need our handy dandy Sharpie, because you know we've been using that a lot here recently. You're going to need a needle and thread. You know, I didn't feel the need to break out the big sewing machine for this project, so just go ahead and use the needle and thread for that. So to start this project off, you're going to clean out your little space there, since I'm doing this on my mat, and you're only going to need one side of this fabric, so just go ahead and lay that out, and we're going to do this on the wrong side to draw out our pattern. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a very long rectangle. I ended up making 2 of these, so I'm just showing you the smaller one just for the purpose of this video. And what I'm doing is making them, it's going to be 4 inches wide, so all the way down 4 inches wide, as you can see with my ruler. So we just want to measure and draw out our pattern 4 inches wide, and then I ended up making it 12 inches long. I think the one I made after this one, it was still 4 inches wide, but I think it was between 15 to 18 inches long, if I'm not mistaken. It was a bit bigger because I like the first one for like if I'm doing small stuff, but I did want a bigger one, so I'm just, like I said, I'm just showing you the small one. So just go ahead, and thankfully for me, my mat has the inches marker on it, so that's a little bit helpful. But again, just use your ruler and draw out your pattern. Okay, so as I showed you, our length of our pattern is going to be 12 inches long. So once you get everything drawn out into your liking, you just go ahead and just cut that little puppy out. Okay, and then once you get that cut out, it's time to move on to the elastic. So what I like to do is pull my elastic tight to get an understanding of how much it, you know, to make sure it's going to fit to the actual pattern that we drew, and then we relax the elastic, so that tells us how much we're actually going to have to cut and stuff in there, because remember, this is going to stretch, so we want to make sure it's going to stretch to fit our pattern, but you know, also keep small like how a scrunchie is. So I'm not sure how long this ended up being. I didn't really measure it. I want to say it was about 5 inches long just for that little strip that I used. So just not close to halfway for the pattern, but you know, just go ahead, and once you get your elastic measured out, we're just going to sew everything, and we'll be close to being done. Okay, so now that we have our pattern nice and sewed, we're going to keep the ends open. We just need to turn this inside out. Okay, and then once we have the pattern turned inside out, we want to go ahead and put our elastic into the center of that. So just go ahead and stuff that in there. It took a little bit of finagling for me, but I eventually did get it in there. So just kind of figure out the best way for you to kind of just, stuff that in there. Okay, and then once the elastic is all the way through, you just want to overlap the ends of the elastic as I'm showing you. It's kind of hard to see with my black nails, but I do overlap the ends of the elastic, and then we just want to sew that part up. Okay, and then once we have the elastic sewed together so that it overlaps and it makes a good seal, we want to finish off our scrunchie. So you're going to fold down one end, and then you're going to stuff the other end, the raggedy end of your scrunchie into that. So you want to make sure that they overlap, and you also want to fold that kind of, unraveling seam. You want to fold that inward like you would do like a pillow or anything else, just to make it nice and clean. So just go ahead and take care of that, and then once you get it the way that you want it or the way that you prefer, just go ahead and we're going to sew that up. Okay, now when it comes to sewing this, I'm just going to do a simple kind of whip stitch, and I'm going to hide the knot of my thread inside of my own fabric. And I'm sorry that the camera is blurry. I wish I would have known that while I was doing this, but I didn't realize that it was not focusing, so I'm sorry. But we're going to just overlap that, and then we're just going to sew it. I sew it all the way through both sides of the fabric, even through the elastic, just to make it a little bit extra secure. But you don't have to do that if you want to, just go all the way around with it, trying to keep like I'm not sure what the actual stitch name is, but if you want to do it kind of like how you would a pillow or something, so you don't catch the elastic, you can. For me, that's a bit more time consuming, so I just go ahead and kind of flatten out my fabric and then just sew that up. Okay, and then once you get done sewing everything, you just want to hide the tail of your yarn inside of your scrunchie and just cut that off, and you are completely done. Now you can flip the seam to the inside, but it's completely up to you. But yeah, you are completely done. That's how you make a simple little scrunchie. Okay, so hopefully y'all enjoyed that, and like I said, it's very quick and simple. Now I did make two sizes. I made this one on camera, and then I made this one off camera. Same principle. This is the one that y'all saw was the 12-inch, so this is the smaller one, and you can use this either on children's hair, or like for me, I have really thin hair after the fiasco that happened with the hair dye last year. My hair is finally starting to grow back in, so I'll probably be using this one at some point, but for right now, this is what I'm using. But plus it's really cute if like you want to do pigtails or something. So there is that. These are really cute. But there's probably a better way to like hide your seaming right here, but I just like that because it gives you a little bit extra support, because you are going to be pulling on this a good bit if you do end up using them a lot. And like I said, it makes me match my car. This is probably where these are going, because I always like to keep scrunchies in my vehicle, because you never know, you get tired of your hair, you want to pull it up, you don't have a scrunchie. Problem solved. But, and plus I like having two different sizes depending on how to wear my hair. So there's always that, because you buy them in store and they're cute, these are witchy themed, so they're cuter for me personally. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope y'all found it useful, and I know it's been done 1,000 times, but like I said, the video that I wanted to put out, I just don't have the stuff to do it, so I'm working on it. I'm working on that. But anyways, hopefully y'all are having a great week and going to go into a fabulous weekend. I will see you on the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching, guys. Bye.